So I leave straight out the door. Like, Marky, what? I always have your back. No matter what he decide to do, I always have his back. But you want to play with me when I want to do something? I got your card. I got you. So boom, I dip out. I see Cynthia and Bev. So I see Bev looking at me, but I'm looking at her like, dang, you dry snitched on me, but keep saying you want to be cool with me, but you dry snitch on me every single time for my moms, because you basically into her. You like my moms. You ain't gonna never even get my moms, girl. Number one, if you could, she way out your league. She would have ran over you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you young. My mama like I'm older. You playing a dangerous game, but she liked my mom, so she would sell me out every time. And that's the only thing I did not like about Beth. Beth wanted to be my friend, but my mama had that wedge, because my mama knew how to hit that button to make Beth tell on me, because my mom knew the type of bond her and Beth had, and Beth was digging her. And my mom would repay her as in bud, all type of stuff. So it was just like, I was looking at her like the ops. Straight up. I was looking at her like the ops. So she looking, and I'm looking at her, she looking at me, and then Cynthia like on her phone and stuff. So I'm like, when I saw her on her phone, I'm checking myself. I'm like, oh, I turn around, right? So I hear like if it was a joke being made, I didn't even give it no energy, and I ain't paying no mind. Boom, I go back in the house. Marky is in the kitchen drinking something to drink. He like, oh, you thought about what I said? I'm like, never. I go upstairs, go under the pillow, get the phone. Because mind you, me and mom, we just got back. You know what I'm saying? And we realized Caleb's sick, so I didn't take the phone with me, my dad's phone. I wasn't finna get caught with this man's phone on me. No, I was not getting caught. Not this time. I was going to outsmart her this time. Because if I get caught, my dad's going to get caught. So, boom. I end up, you know what I'm saying, coming back downstairs. So, Marky like, you still leaving? He like, you like the girl? I thought you liked the Virginia. I'm like, what? He like, I thought you liked the Virginia. I'm like, just like you like Virginia's sister and the other girl and the girl down the street and the twins, one with the buttery teeth that you banged downstairs and Kayla was talking about. You banged her. I'm like, I don't say nothing. He like, oh, you gonna throw it in my face? Yes, indeed. Like, what? I'm like, oh, waste of time. I gotta go. He like, you better beat mom back. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Boom, I shut the door. Boom. I walk off, right? Beth and them not outside when I come back. I walk off, so I'll call Kiki. She not picking up, so I'm steady walking. Boom. As I get on that block where the store and Roy Friend across the street and all that stuff at, I'm coming up on the barbecue place where I worked at. So I'm like, why she not? So I call again. She pick up. She like, hello? I'm like, hey, where you at? She like, oh, I just pulled up in front of my crib. I'm like, hey, I want to see you. She like, where you at? I'm like, I was about to go in the restaurant. She like, no, come to my house. I'm like, all right, I'm almost there. She like, how long? You want me to come pick you up? I'm like, no, I'm already there. I got this. I just was eager to see her. So boom, I went on ahead. I continue to walk. I get there. She's on her porch. And I come up to her. She like, you walked? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I can't be that long. She like, hey, it's something I need to tell you. I'm like, no, it's something I need to tell you. She like, let me go first. I'm like, okay, go first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did all this walking. I'm like limited of time. And I just want to get what I need to get out. And that's it. But I'm happy I let her go first. She went first and she said, first off, I like to apologize because of the way I talked to your mom. I'm like, I get it. She was like, but your mom was like getting aggressive and getting tough, and I didn't know how to take that. And I was like, I understand, but you know, my mom, I told you she off, like she crazy, like she's evil. Like that's the only way I could describe my mom. Like, because on the outside looking in, people like, your mom is so nice. Oh, I wish your mom was my mom. Pooh! Behind closed doors was something else. See, that's why you don't know. People can show you something, but behind closed doors, it can be something else. So I was just like, no, you okay, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. So she apologized about that, and I accepted it. And she was like, you know, I was just really hurt. I'm like, hold on, wait. Can I please say something, right? I'm telling her, like, I hear you, but can I say something? And so she like, okay, go ahead, but you cut me off. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I just want to get this out because my mom could be on her way home at any time I snuck out. I'm like, look, the whole time I was out of town, I did think about you a lot. And I'm sorry about the whole Kenyatta thing. And I know she bumped you and she came up on, you know what I'm saying, on my porch, and she kicked it off and then ended up getting a job where, you know what I'm saying, where you worked, torture you a little bit there, but not really. But then the grand finale was, you know, at the party when I smashed it. So I was like, you know, I'm sorry about that. And I'm like, I don't like that girl though. I'm like, I really don't. I'm like, I like you. She like, you like me. I'm like, I like you. I'm like, I really do. Like, you had my back. You always thought about me. I'm like, even when I just came and saw Miss Shirley, the first thing you said was call you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry about the yo-yo and the rest of the girl. Like, I don't want to make you look bad. And I do. I want us to talk, right? So she was like, you want to talk? I'm like, yeah. She like, okay. I'm like, okay, like, as in, give me a little bit more. She was like, okay, we can talk. I'm like, she like, what's considered talking? I'm like, you can't talk to nobody else. Like, you can't be with nobody else. You, like, you my girl. She's like, oh, you want me to be your girlfriend? I'm like, yeah, that. Because I was shy. I didn't really know how to express. You know, I'm used to the girls coming to me. I don't know how to express myself, right? So you gotta help me a little bit. So I'm like, yeah, I want you to be my girlfriend. So she was like, I don't want you to be my boyfriend though. I'm like, wait, what? She like, no. She like, you know what I want? I'm like, what do you want? She like, let me show you. She like, come here. So I'll follow her. Boom, we go to the kitchen. She opened up the refrigerator. She had a bag. She unraveled the bag. It was like 8 pieces of chicken wings seasoned. She said, these been seasoning since yesterday. So I was like, oh, okay. And she like, and I know you love chicken. I'm like, yeah, I love chicken. She like, so I'm finna deep fry us some chicken. I'm like, okay. First off, I don't got time. I don't have time. I have to go. I have to leave. I can't be up here having a picnic. I have to go. I would love to stay. So I'm like, how long the chicken gonna take, right? She was like, about 15 minutes. You could take it with you. I'm like, okay. So I got my dad's phone. So I end up calling the house phone. Marky pick up. I'm like, hey, mom came home. He like, nah, but she called. She was looking for you. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, what you say? I told her you was with Kiki. I'm like, what? You really told mom that? He like, no, kind of look. See, your heart fit the full. I'm like, stop playing. Seriously, we wasting time. He like, dang, calm down, bro. He like, I told her you was taking a dunk. I'm like, what? I told her you was taking a mean one. You had diarrhea. I'm like, okay. Did she say when she come home? No, she just wanted to talk to you. She said, okay, and say, cool. I said, call her back. Why you didn't call me and tell me that? He like, she just called. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I'm on my way home. He like, you better run, Forrest. Run, Forrest. Run. I'll click. You're wasting my time. I'm like, look, my mom can be home at any time. I'm like, she just called the house fan. She like, it's almost done. So she like, you can get the first batch. Boom. She give me 3. Right? And she put it in aluminum foil. She like, here, you can take. I'm like, ooh, it's hot. She like, oh, let me put it in the bag. She put it in a plastic bag. She ties it up. So she like, am I going to see? I'm like, look, my mom is having a birthday party. I'm like, I'm going to text you or tell you when to come over. She like, okay. She like, I'm off in the next couple of days anyway because I've been working up there a lot and picking up shifts and helping the 2 new people. So me and her talking, I'm like, yeah. She like, oh, and yeah, you left something. I said, I left something. She like, yeah. So I'm like, kind of following her. She went in the room like, where'd I leave? As I'm walking in the room, she, boom, turned around and shut the door. And so she like, feel me. I'm like, wait, what? It's dark in her room. She got, Joe, it's dark in her room. She got her curtains closed. It's dark in her room. It's light outside, but it's dark in her room. And so I was like, wait, what? She like, feel me. I'm like, feel you. She like, yeah, so I like this. So she grabbed my hands and she say, no, like this. And she put it on her posterior. She put it on her butt. And so I'm like, okay. She like, squeeze it. I'm like, squeeze it. She like, yeah, squeeze it. So I squeeze it. She like, right there. She like, so you want me to be your girlfriend? I'm like, but you already said you don't want me to be your boyfriend. So she started kissing me. I'm like, yo, I gotta get ready to go. She like, not yet. So I'm like, yeah, I got to. So I stopped squeezing. She say, did I tell you to let me go? So I'm like, no. So boom, she put her hands back, right? So I'm like, oh my God, like, older women just knew how to, I think that's what I love too the most as well, them being smart. They know how to take care of you. They know how to nurture you perfectly. And on top of that, they knew how to just get brains out. Get brains out good. So I'm like, all right, man, I gotta hold it down, right? Like, I might just have to get in trouble from my mom. So she kept kissing me on my neck where my spot was at. It was on and popping, boom. I pushed on the wall, boom, ripped that shirt. And she like, this is my favorite shirt. I'm like, it still could be your favorite shirt. Boom. We in the bed now with it. We are having a moment. She's talking to me crazy. I'm talking to her crazy while we having emotion. We're holding each other passionate. Like, if we missed each other, I felt like right then and there, I was like the man. Like, I'm making love. That's what I'm making love. I felt like that's what I was doing at that age, right? I was making love. Boom, we get done. I'm like, hey, come on. I gotta wipe myself up. She like, no, come on, let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's just get in the shower. I'm like, shower? I don't got time for no shower. All of a sudden, my phone be going off. Marky like, he called me. I pick up. He like, yo, mom said she'll be home in 15 minutes. She's still looking for you. I told her you went back to the bathroom. She like, y'all doing something y'all ain't got no business doing. And she hung up. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, we gotta go. She like, what you mean? I'm like, we gotta go. She like, let's shower. I'm like, we don't got no time for no shower. I'm like, where your towels at? So I'm going in her little linen closet. Boom, I grab the towel. I go in there, soap water, wipe my stick off, wipe me off. Bop, 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 bop. I'm out the door. So she like, I'm gonna take you. So boom, she irks. She speeds. We get there in the nick of time. She lives nowhere from me. Boom, we right there. I comes through the door. Marky come upstairs. He like, man, I thought that was mom. I'm like, see? I'm like, ha. I'm like, and I smashed. And I got some chicken. I'm like, I'm finna warm that joint up. I'm like, it still feel hot. Don't feel aluminum foil. It still feel hot. Yeah, I'm finna bust it out the bag, right? So I'm talking to her. He like, so you went over there and smashed and eat? I'm like, look, it all happened. I'm like, it was so crazy. And as I'm opening up the bag, all you hear is front door now open. I took the whole thing, opened up the cabinet where our pot sat and threw the chicken in the cabinet. Shut the cabinet. My mama like, he got a kidney stone.